Only 47% of new sneaker releases actually turn a profit on resale right now. That's down from 58% just a few years ago. So if you're buying sneakers hoping they'll be worth more later, the odds are basically a coin flip, unless you know exactly what you're looking at. Today we're counting down 10 sneakers with real data behind their case for 2026. Some are safe, some are not. Welcome back to SneakPrice. Before we get into the list, a quick, important disclaimer. Everything in this video is market data and informed opinion. It is not financial advice. Sneaker resale is volatile. Past performance doesn't guarantee future results, and you should never put money into this that you can't afford to lose. Okay, with that said, let's rank these 10 from safest to riskiest using real resale data, trade volume, and demand signals, not vibes. Quick state of the market. The U.S. sneaker resale market closed out last year around $6 billion, still on a path toward $30 billion by 2030. But here's the twist. Nike and Jordan's share of that resale volume actually dropped double digits over the past couple of years. Money hasn't left the market, it's spreading out. And look at the board right now, the retro index sits at 93.11, up about 0.5%. Jordan's up nearly 3, Yeezy's up 3, and even Nike is green barely. Breath is 56%, more than half. The basket is moving up. That's a market that looks flat on the surface and is busy underneath. Challenger brands like Asics and Salomon are putting up trade volume growth Nike hasn't seen in years, which is exactly why this list isn't just Jordan's. Number 10, the New Balance 9906 and 990 family. Around $200 retail. This isn't a flashy pick. It's the quiet compounder. Limited colorways in this line consistently sell above retail. And New Balance has become the go-to diversification play for anyone tired of only owning Nike. Risk level, low. Number 9, the Asics XEL 1130. Retail about $130 to $150. This was StockX's best-selling sneaker of all of last year, and Asics has been the platform's fastest-growing brand 2 years running. Low cost of entry, real momentum behind it. Risk level, low. Number 8, Salomon, the XT6 family. Another challenger brand putting up serious trade volume growth. Over 50% year over year on StockX. Technical trail design crossing into streetwear. It's still building its resale ceiling, which is exactly why it sits this low on the list. Risk, low to medium. If you've got a pair from this tier sitting in your closet, this is exactly what the scanner's for. Real comps, not a guess. Number 7, the Fragment by Union Air Jordan 1 High. Sport Royal. 2 hyped collaborators stacked on one shoe. This one's traded around $713, roughly 3 times its release price. Risk, medium. Strong demand, but stacked collabs like this can cool fast once the moment passes. Number 6, the Nike Kobe 3 Low Patro. Warning label. The standout piece from this year's all-star lineup, trading around $847, again, roughly triple retail. Kobe product has two-sided demand, hoopers and collectors. That gives it a real floor most hype releases never get. Risk, medium. Number 5, the Air Jordan 4 Iced Carmine. Retailed at $220 this spring, and resale was already trending above retail within its first weeks. That is genuinely rare for a wide-release Jordan 4 in this market. Risk, medium. Worth watching a few more months before you call it a lock. Number 4, the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1. Lowe's Shy Pink and Tropical Pink. $155 retail each. Between the two colorways, StockX recorded over 3,200 combined sales, averaging around $456. That's close to a 200% premium, and that volume matters. This is a genuinely liquid market, not just a few lucky flips. Risk, medium. Number 3, and this is where risk goes up fast. The Fragment by Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 Low. Military blue. Only 46 total sales recorded on StockX, averaging $1,763 each. A massive premium, but almost no supply changing hands, which means it is genuinely hard to buy or sell at that number with any confidence. Risk, high. Number 2, the Travis Scott Reverse Mocha Air Jordan 1 Low OG. Released years ago under $200, now consistently trading between $800 and $1,300. This is the proof the Travis Scott product isn't just a flip. Held long enough, it becomes a real long-term asset. Risk, low to medium, purely because the appreciation is already proven over years, not hours. And number 1, Off-White by Nike, the 10. Released back in 2017, and still one of the only sneaker collaborations from that era still climbing in value nearly a decade later. No hype cycle lasts this long by accident. This is the closest thing sneaker resale has to a blue chip holding. Risk, low, but for the same reason blue chip stocks are low risk. The The track record already did the talking. Notice the pattern across this list. The safest entries, New Balance, Asics, Salomon, aren't the ones with the biggest single-day spike. They're the ones with sustained trade volume growth over multiple years. The riskiest entry has the biggest headline number and the smallest sample size. Look at the gap. The Travis Scott Pink Pack trades on over 3,000 sales. The Fragment Collab, 46. Same market, completely different liquidity. That gap between highest premium and most reliable is the whole game. What we know, challenger brands are taking real resale share from Nike and Jordan, and that trend is held for multiple consecutive periods now, not just one good quarter. What we think, and this is an informed read, not a certainty, that share shift likely continues through the rest of the year. And ultra-limited low-volume grails, like our number 3 pick, are the most likely on this list to see a real price correction if demand cools even slightly. Neither of those is a guarantee, just where the data points right now. If you only remember 3 things, New Balance and ASES are your lowest risk entry points into this list. Off-White the 10 is the closest thing here to a proven long-term hold. And the Fragment Travis Scott collab is the highest risk, highest reward name on the board. Sizable upside, but a genuinely thin market if you ever need to sell. That's the list. And again, none of this is financial advice. It's the data as it stands today, and resale prices move fast, so verify current numbers before you act on any of it. Subscribe for next week's report, drop your own top pick in the comments, and if you want to track any of these in real time, everything you just saw is live right now at SneakPriceApp.com. Links in the description. See you next week.